No contact feelings and emotions that she's going to be going through is a whole lot, and it actually comes down to the type of female that you're dealing with, because some females are really emotional, overly emotional. Some females are sensitive. Some females are more on the masculine end, more aggressive. Some females might even be the type to act like it doesn't hurt that you are not speaking to her, you cut communication, and meanwhile she's just getting closer and closer to her breaking point. So in this no contact video, I'm going to discuss more of what she's going to go through, the stages, and just explain different females. And I also will do another no contact video very soon. I'm going to kind of do a series because I realize y'all really like this topic, and because I want to make sure I give you all the information I can, I will bring more like this. I do need to know if y'all want more like this as well, and I do need to know if y'all like the audio type of style. I will still drop like my face, sit downs, all that stuff, but you're gonna see a lot more audios because it's just something that I kind of like doing. I started it on my other channel and we're here now. So back to no contact and the feelings that she's gonna go through. Normally in the beginning, it's going to be very much like the testing. So it's like, oh, okay, he's going to try this, he's going to cut communication, and now it's testing how long can this really last, because in her belief, and this applies to most females, this doesn't really come down to the type of female that you're dealing with, but in her belief system is that you can't help yourself for too long. So you can go weeks, you can go maybe a few days, and then you're gonna somewhat in some way cut communication. Remember, cutting communication can be in different ways. So simply watching her story, simply reaching out to her family member, things like that is already you cutting communication. Don't just think of the obvious of speaking directly to her. Anything indirect, stay away from doing. And so that's going to increase no contact really looking like you're so serious and this is for real, because when she's testing you, she's believing that it's not going to take that long until you break communication. So it's like a waiting game a little bit. So that could last about a week to 2 weeks. Once it gets to like that 1 month, and remember, once no contact gets stretched out, that's a good sign, indication of should you even be really wasting your time with her? Why are you even continuing to do no contact? You see the type of female that you're dealing with, you see nothing is going to change, right? And so this is the stuff that you have to have a realization of. Not only are you focused on improving yourself while you're doing no contact and loving yourself more and upgrading and elevating, but you also want it to be, is this person for me? Have that own realization yourself. So to move on to no contact, females, when they become very emotional, what they will start feeling is like, oh, I need to know more, I can't wait, because you're basically going to be on her mind rent free at this point. And so she's going to have to talk more about you to that one friend or that sister or whoever, and then she's going to start trying to find things out about you. Now for an overly emotional female, she's probably going to break no contact pretty quickly, because she can't help herself. And y'all, tell me what stages that you're at in no contact, or how no contact is going right now for y'all, and other things that you just want to know about no contact, like questions. But I know when you tell your stories, especially when it's different stories and men can relate and some people can see and understand, it gives a good perspective and it actually helps others. So definitely tell your story and how your progress is going, and I really hope it's going pretty well or really good for y'all, because no contact, remember, as much as it's not the, let's say, the comfortable thing, or it's not something you might necessarily want to do, especially if you want to be with her, you still have to remember that it gets easier, right? The stages that you go through, she's going to think that, oh, he can't help himself, oh, he's really doing this for real. And then let's go back to her for a second. What she's not going to start feeling, especially if she's going to be an empathetic female or she's emotionally invested. Also, another thing, remember how long you guys been together, how serious the relationship is. So if she's going to be a female that actually has real, genuine, sincere feelings for you, she's also going to start worrying, because worrying is going to be like, what is happening? Why is this still happening? And also wanting to change the outcome, wanting to also change the situation in the current moment. And so that's going to be where she's going to start maybe even having a friend watch your story, or having people and other things that could come back to find out information about you that could come back to her. So women in general are very indirect, and that means that you have to be attentive to, oh, does something seem odd, or why is this person reaching out to me about her, or trying to not make it obvious, but you can kind of tell. Like for instance, if she goes ahead and has a friend go ahead and say, oh, like, what game are you watching? And then she started the conversation like that, like what game, let's say if it's like the finals, or if it's something that she just asked randomly, like, oh, what team is your favorite team that's playing, or is this the final games right now, like something random. And then if it goes into a conversation, especially if you don't really talk to this friend as much, that makes it more sketchy. And this could be also a phone call, this could be somebody coming into your work, and then it will escalate to them wanting to ask you other questions. So like, how has life been, what have you been up to, those sorts of stuff. A female that's not really emotionally invested and has a lot of emotional stability, she's gonna more likely not need to show and cave in any way. So that's gonna look like she's not worried, she's acting like it, remember that, right? Or she's not indirectly even doing things. Sometimes the stages will also look like this for a lot of females, where they're acting like they're living life, or they're good, or they don't need you, or hey, like, don't worry about me, I'm good, I'm out here, I have guys that want me. Remember, also wanting the attention from you can look like in different ways of putting yourself more out there. So either you'll get the woman in the no contact stage as it goes on longer, so let's say in the 2 months, you'll get a woman to go ahead and end up doing things out of the ordinary. So maybe posting a lot more than usual, trying to prove that she's happy. Sometimes it's like changing the profile pictures, like if you guys have each other on WhatsApp. That's another thing that I've noticed from talking to a lot of y'all during consultations, is that you might notice the switch on the WhatsApp. This is a topic I will bring up another day, but just to kind of like give you a brief idea, it's like changing the pictures, changing the status, whether it's on WhatsApp, Facebook, different social media, if y'all do use Facebook or Twitter, or now there's Instagram, Twitter / thing, where there's a whole nother app, I believe. There's just different things that are out there that if it's on socials, it will go ahead and be noticed by you. Once you do notice it, or she's thinking that you'll catch on that it's trying to get you to be worried. Meanwhile, she's the one that's worrying because she's wondering what's going on to this guy right now, that he could go without me. Now, another thing, if you have a woman that's an overthinker, before I actually continue on, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed, and drop the comments of part 2's other videos. But if you do have an overthinker, she's also going to be doing the most. She's going to be more emotionally trying to prove a point, and it's going to be difficult for her not to. So I gave you guys a good idea of some of the things and some of the emotions a woman will go through. There's so much more, and I'll explain it in an upcoming video, more videos to come like this. And I'm going to leave this video at this. I hope it was helpful, and that's it. Y'all make sure you check out all the links if you want more help, or you just want some other stuff, resources. They're all in my bio, and that's it. Bye, y'all.
Ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on. It could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations, so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories. And if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below. Are self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there, help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it will give you also reasons why. And I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I made sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and accountability partner. Although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.